You know who loves Izotope? This guy. Everyone here at Ruinous Media can't get enough of Izotope's intuitively designed plugins for audio restoration, mixing, and mastering. This year, make a resolution to yourself to say goodbye to bad audio and hello to super clear, wide, dynamic, clean audio using Izotope RX11 and the new Ozone 12. Master every track's potential with their complete 20-tool suite. Go to izotope.com and use code FRET10 at checkout for 10% off. That's FRET10 at checkout for 10% off. And go to izotope.com. That spelling is izotope.com. I'd like to welcome our newest sponsor, Schecter Guitars. This holiday season, go over to schecterguitars.com and see what high-quality goodies they have waiting there for you. Premium feel and unbeatable price. See why guitarists like Isaac Brock from Modest Mouse, Robert Smith from The Cure, and Ernie C. from Body Count all love Schecter Guitars. A wide variety of styles and builds with high-end components and affordable prices for touring guitarists. Built to last. Go treat yourself and try something new you've always wanted to check out. Schecter Guitars has it all. Hey, what's happening? Before we jump into the show, I wanted to see if you had any music on a hard drive. You have a band, you have a project, and you want to self-release your own music. Well, there's an easy way to do it. You can go to distrokid.com/VIP/hyphenate and go get your music up on all the streamers. You keep 100% of your royalties, and you can get 30% off by using this code. It's a great, easy way to get your music up on the streamers and share it with your fans, your friends, your family, your mom, your dog, everybody. Everyone wants to hear it. But go to distrokid.com/VIP/hyphenate, HYPHENATE, and send me the link. I want to hear it too. Send your mom the link. Send your dog the link. They all want to hear it too.
Technology or whatever has gotten to this point where we could even do this kind of a thing so easily and seamlessly. We could do a creative band project without any of this shit.
What's happening, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into Hyphenate with me, your host, Randy Randall. This is our show for Thursday, April 30th, 2026. On today's show, I welcome Jon and Travis from On Le Ore. They're a band that I heard on Instagram. You know, it's funny when these algorithms or these, things work where you see like, oh, wait, I like this band. I like this music. I like the video. They must have put an ad out on something or somehow my algorithm directed me to them. And I was like, wait a second, this band seems cool. This seems fun. I'm not above, trolling Instagram for bands and music, looking for new things, trying to find what's out there. And, I came across their band. I was like, these guys fucking rock. This is great. And I reached out to them and asked if they wanted to be on the show. And they said yes. And that is cool. And this is the conversation we're about to have. They are a internet band, so to speak. Jon writes all the songs. It's kind of his creative project, but he sends it all to Travis. And Travis plays drums and engineers, produces, mixes, kind of gives it a zhuzh there at the end after adding his percussion and drum parts to it. And I don't know, it sounds awesome. It's cool. It's very guided by voices, kind of Pavement, kind of Sonic Youth, kind of in that wheelhouse of melodic, noisy, lo-fi sort of world of pop music that I enjoy listening to. So if that sounds like something you like, you should go listen to them too. They have a new single out now called Decapitated Love that you can find on all your streamers. It's on Spotify. They're on Bandcamp. It's on 3 words, On Le Ore. First word O-N, second word L-E, third word O-R-E. And they talk about that name a little bit here in the interview, so I won't spoil it for you. But you can also find them on the interwebs, on the Instagrams. It's on.le.ore. And go check them out. I dig the vibe, I dig the videos, I dig the music, and I dig the 2 dudes. They were awesome and nice. And, go support cool DIY music. It's 2026. People can start bands, can email their friends, songs, and their friends can finish the songs, and then they can put them up and then be on the Instagram, and then somebody from California can hear it and tell you to go hear it. So I think this is still the way the world works. I think this is still community. It's considered that, right? I love finding new music. If you have new music you want me to check out, you can email me hyphenatehalftime@gmail.com, or you can find me on the Instagram at Randy S. Randall. Yeah, I love finding out about new music, and I am a snob. I'm a brat about music. I've had people, I'm sure if you're listening to this show, you're probably also considered, a snob or have been accused of being a snob at one time or another. It happens. It's okay. There's no problem, having an opinion, having taste and liking what you like. You know what I mean? I don't like everything, and that's okay. But the stuff I do like, I'm passionate about, and I can tell you why I like it and why it's fun and why I like to listen to it. But I remember a friend's roommates or something, talking at a bar, like, why are you such a dick? I'm like, I don't know. Why are you asking me about shitty bands in a bar? Don't ask me about these bands if you don't want me to tell you my opinion of them. I don't know. I love being positive. I love being supportive. I love being all those kinds of things. But sometimes, when something just rubs you the wrong way, or it's an opinion, right? Everybody's entitled to them. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, right? I don't know. You gotta fight. You got to champion the stuff that you like, I think is what it comes down to. And probably just ignore the stuff you don't like, unless you're being asked by friends, roommates at bars why you don't like things. And then I think it's fair game. That's probably one of the only times it's fair to go after somebody and tell them why you don't like this band, or that's probably the only time you'll find me doing it. Unless we're close friends and we're just on a long road trip, then I'll talk all kinds of shit. All right. Well, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well. Hang in there. May is tomorrow. We've just knocked out April. And yeah, more stuff coming. Summer is coming. More bands, more records, more touring. Hit me up. hyphenatehalftime@gmail.com. Let me know what you're up to. What should I be listening to? What's your band? Send me a link at Randy S. Randall on the Instagram. All right, here we go. What's happening? Thanks so much for coming on. Introduce yourselves and tell me a bit about the band.
I'm John Moore, and
I'm Travis Harrison.
Awesome. And tell me about and tell me the name of the band.
it's called On Le Ore.
And what does that mean? Well, it sounds very French. Am I picking up
It's
it's not a French? No.
So it's my name, my three names, but without it's missing letters in each name. So John is O-N, middle name is Tyler, and the last name's Moore.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay, there we go.
Yep.
It's subtractive.
And
it's French.
it's French. We're just gonna go with that.
Raymond Pettibone is French. Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I met Travis when I first moved to New York from Atlanta in 2003 through my then girlfriend, now wife. He was the first musician I ever met in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And
I went to high school with John's wife.
That's right.
Oh, what a small world.
It's a small world. And
but you grew up in Atlanta, John?
I did. Just the north, like in the burbs in Marietta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you going to see bands in Atlanta, Black Lips, Deer Hunter? These guys around your time or no?
I know of those bands for sure. No, I didn't. No.
That wasn't your Atlanta experience. All right.
It wasn't my experience. And I was in college in Florida when they kind of started popping off.
Gotcha.
And yeah, man, I wasn't a part of that scene.
Got it. Well, yeah. What were you doing? Were you playing music in Atlanta?
I was playing, yep. High school and early college punk rock stuff.
Cool.
And yeah. But yeah, I know that scene, the history of the Atlanta scene very well. I just wasn't really in it, per se.
Yeah. But what was there was this small bar. I remember first being on tour there and going to see Deer Hunter.
Was it the Earl?
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Echo Lounge, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
That was all down in, East Atlanta stuff. That's where all the cooler bands played. But yeah. Did you guys tour with any of those bands?
We toured with Deer Hunter a bunch, and then we'd run into Black Lips kind of everywhere. And then we probably played shows together. I think we played.
There's a time when they were everywhere.
Yeah, we played in a boat in Bristol, I think, with Black Lips at some point. But
no shit, that's awesome.
One of those kind of venues on a boat, sort of things.
Yeah.
But no, Atlanta always seemed really fun. We always had friends there, and it always seemed like a really fun place to play. We always had great shows in Atlanta in those early aughts times. So you make it up to New York, and then that's where you guys. And then Travis, are you from New York? Are you sort of coming from that area? Where do you come from?
Yeah, I grew up on Long Island, and then I've been in the city since 1997.
Gotcha.
New York City.
Wow. All right. Seen it all. Been there, done it. Got a hat.
I guess I've seen some things. Definitely not at all. I'm trying to get to it all, but I have a way to go.
All right. Were you doing coke in the bathroom with Ryan Adams and Casablancas?
We were just talking. I was just in that bathroom. I wasn't doing the coke with them, but
okay.
I definitely would see them retire to the bathroom regularly.
Gotcha. You were the guy waiting in line, like, fuck, get out of the bathroom. I just got to take a piss. Drinking too many PBRs. I just need to take a piss.
That was the vibe.
My good friend, she used to bartend at this place called Siberia Bar. And it's just off Times Square, and it was, all it had was a red light bulb outside. I think they reopened Siberia now. That was the second location.
It was a very unhip location,
right?
And they just let you do your own shows though, so we could put on.
Okay,
I did cool shows there back in the day.
Yeah,
when they had like a second location.
Yep. And she would do blow a lot with a famous
with the Elmo with the Elmo inside the guy inside the Elmo suit.
A famous talk show host.
Of
now, but I mean that was the era that I moved to New York in those early aughts. Yeah, it was still wild.
It was pretty wild. It was cool.
That sounds like fun. Yeah, maybe his name rhymes with Grimmy Mallon or something like that. Yeah, one of these kind of names. It's just one of those random names that rhymes like that. How fun. Okay, so you guys meet in New York, and then has it always been a two-piece, or was there a band before, or how did the music start? When you guys first met, what are you guys jamming on? How does it go from there?
So Travis had a loft studio in Bushwick before Bushwick was like it is now. When it was still Bushwick,
dirty
and dirty, dangerous. Don't want to be walking alone at night in certain areas. But so I just had a bunch of songs that I had written, and we just started recording. And he's a drummer, so he played on the songs. And essentially they were demos, and I never released them. I called it On Le Ore back then, and
then just a few months ago, you're like, "Hey, do you still have those recordings?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "As a matter of fact, I do." And I went back and dug out 20-year-old drives.
Oh wow!
And unearthed the multi-tracks, and I mixed one of the songs, and that was kind of the launching off point. And Jon has like a large catalog of music that he makes at home, so it was just an opportunity to jump into a updated partnership, like play drums on his songs. He makes most of the stuff, everything, at home, and I just kind of come in and do drums and then get a mix going and get it happening.
It sounds awesome. I mean, are the songs that are up on your Instagram right now, are those the 20-year-old songs? Or are those the newer things? Okay.
Because the newer stuff.
There's definitely a baked in quality to the recording and to the mix. I think that's what kind of jumped out at me. I was like, wait, who is this band? How do they sound like this? Where are they doing
Jon does it, at home. A lot of that stuff is at home. Okay. And gives me baked in like a lot of the the vocal tones and the guitar tones and everything is kind of baked in. He's sending me stems. And then I'll get a mix going that's like
proper.
Hopefully gonna have something happening for it, but it's not starting from scratch. It's not starting from raws.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So then you lay down the drums, and then you do the kind of a mixing process from there.
Totally. Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
like drums last kind of vibe.
And then are you recording to a click? I mean, you must have something that kind of keeps you.
Yeah,
Okay. Got it.
For sure.
This is nerding out in the recording world stuff of things, but I'm sure it's nice to know.
This is what we like to talk about.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds good to me.
Yeah. I mean, I put a scratch drum track, and sometimes it can get pretty detailed.
Is that drums you're playing? You mean we seen stretch drum track or like a click?
Nah,
or
splice up
something?
loops.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like program parts, and then I just ape them.
Got it.
Or if there's sometimes there'll be songs where he's like, see what I'll come up with a part.
Go
but
for it, man.
Most part, it's I'm aping.
Got it.
Aping that ass.
Okay. And is it they're samples, or they're just their loops, or things that are on Logic? I mean, what do you mean? Like, I'm kind of curious about that.
Sometimes it's splice. I'll take from splice like a whole loop, and then I'll chop that loop up and put in my fills.
Got it.
What I want, Or sometimes they're just a snare hit or bass drum hit, and build it that way.
Something to keep you locked in. Okay. That sounds good. So then these 20-year-old recordings that were unearthed, what happened to those? Did those come out?
One made the record.
One of them. It's the last song. I don't know if you heard it. The record.
I don't. My brain is toast right now. I'm a little on the West Coast. My brain is. I'm a little bit frosty here. I just got in from a day off with kids, so I'm just sitting down.
Oh,
for
okay.
The first time
You got kids too. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
How many kids you have?
We are also kid owners.
Got it. Yeah. I have a 12-year-old and a 6-year-old. Both boys.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a little. My brain's
tired.
I'm tired. It's earlier here, but it feels like I'm ready for bed. Yeah, it's only it's only 4 o'clock here, but I'm done with the day.
Yeah, we have 2 girls apiece.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, girls are supposed to be nicer than boys. I don't know if that's true. But no.
I don't know. It's
2 girl dads.
Different.
Yeah.
It's more.
Different
it's a
vibes.
different kind of. Yeah. Aggression.
But tell me about the record. Tell me about it. Tell me about it all. Pretend it's not coming to my brain really quickly. Give me the rundown on it.
I don't know. I mean,
well, you have Jon makes this stuff at home, and he's done several projects over the years where he's like really honed in this kind of process, and this is just like an extension of the work you've been doing in a way, right? Like for the past few years. And there have been years where you had, functioning band, Money Paper Hearts, and going out and gigging and doing stuff. But this is more like
this is all me.
Yeah,
okay.
Basically
the home studio.
Yeah.
Adult,
and it's it's pulling from obviously punk influences, but so many other influences that I was kind of more scared to try with other 3 other dudes in a band, or butt heads with. So I this is kind of the liberty of just, hey, I want to write this kind of song, and I'm going to write it and put it out, or have Travis play on it, or
less up for committee debate and everybody giving their 2 cents. You're sort of making the calls, and then
and it's
drums at the end.
Yeah, and I kind of like it that way as I've gotten older. You know what it's like being in a band with
even just one other person,
2-man.
Yeah,
just one other person.
But I've been in bands with more people, and it instantly becomes political. Everything gangs up on one side. Even if in a 3-person band, it's 2 against 1 or 1 against 2.
For sure.
It's never
Sometimes it's like liberating to have a band project be more of a one person's thing. Everyone can agree. This is not necessarily
in a party of one. Yeah, it's everyone agrees. What a great idea I had. I mean,
it's not a democracy.
Yeah, but it comes with.
Here.
Go for it.
To help Jon. You know what I mean? Or like, there's lots of bands where that's the structure. Where like, there's a songwriter, it's their thing, but there's band members who might come in and out, but they're there to help the main person. That's just the way it's laid out. But when you're starting something new and things aren't laid out, people have different ideas, and that's why it's hard to keep a band going for very long.
Oh yeah, no, it cuts, but it cuts both ways too. Sometimes if you're looking for that collaborative nature or just a sounding board, like, is this working? Is this not working? And if you're all by yourself, that can be kind of a dead end road to some projects, sort of depending where you're at with it. But it sounds like this is something through the years you've collected material and you have an idea of what you want. So you're not really looking for that committee to bounce ideas off of and groupthink.
I'm too old for that now.
I understand.
A wife and 2 kids, and like I don't have the energy to go through a band practice. What this part should, Yeah.
There's just so much like emotional labor involved with like being in a band. Like you gotta be present in so many ways that are not musical a lot of times. And there is something cool to. It's a mixed bag. This band isn't doing shows.
Okay, I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
It'd be cool. But it's not a thing.
Though. I might fly.
Yeah, it could be, but it's not like where it's starting. So
there's no shortage of musicians in New York or Nashville. I mean, I think you can't throw an espresso cup out of a moving Waymo without hitting 14 guys that are play guitar.
Dude, we just got Waymos in Nashville. And they're going nuts over it. You know how they are down there.
I bet, yeah.
What the fuck is this? Computer,
But then you get in it, and you're like, well, okay, I guess I'm being driven around by. But now the news came out. There's actually a group of people in the Philippines just driving the car like a video game. I think is how.
Are they really?
Yeah.
It's like.
I thought that was the latest news on those. I could be wrong.
Anytime there's a Waymo disaster, everybody's going to hear about it.
Yeah,
you're never going to hear about a satisfied. Yeah, man, that was a great ride.
You guys haven't. We were just out in Malibu for spring break.
Oh, there you go.
And my kids saw them out there, and then you also have the food service.
Yes, the little igloos, the little coolers on wheels that'll drive around.
New York have those now?
I don't think they're in New York yet. I haven't seen them in New York. I've only seen them in San Francisco, and
they're like little Wallies.
Yeah, I don't know how they work. I'm assuming somebody's getting like
someone in the Philippines is driving them.
Somehow. I think it's like a cooler, and then you got to put a code in, and maybe it tells you when it's out in front of your house. And you come down and put a code in and get your. But there's not much in there. I mean, what are you going to get?
We're so fucked.
Some like gas station sushi and a soba drink or something.
7-Eleven sushi.
Yeah. I don't know what is it worth it. So I mean, I think the aesthetic too of the Instagram videos, are you doing those as well, John? I mean, I think it felt like a whole package. Like there was a world here of this band, and it came across, it was a very serendipitous kind of thing. I just came across, I'm like, this feels like a band who's thought of things, and they've made decisions and they've made choices, and I like this. It kind of spoke to me.
Thank you.
Where I was at,
Awesome. Yeah, I do the editing.
Okay.
Yeah. During lockdown and COVID, that was my thing. I'm going to learn how to video edit, and I just got obsessed with filming stuff and trying to make just content that I enjoyed. I never really put it out, but I'm glad that you like it.
It felt like a glimpse into another world, but it wasn't pandering, or it wasn't selling or shilling in a way that so many things are. Hi guys, here's the thing. Here's what I got. Or something, that just felt like, oh, okay, like just it had a like presentational sort of, but you're just like getting a glimpse into something. I was like, this feels fun. This feels thought out, and I liked it.
Well, thank you.
So that's where I reached out. I think I followed it, and I'm like, and then I saw more. I'm like, okay, right. This isn't quite guided by voices by way of, so many other kind of things. But I was like, but it's not that either. You know what I mean? There's I'm recognizing some influences. I'm hearing some things here. I'm like, okay, this is recorded well. It's thought out, or not in a like a flashy, shiny record. It's almost, it's like it's dirty and raw in all the right places, and the look it reflects that as well. I was like, oh, nice. Look at this harmonic presentation where the music and the art sort of seems to be coming from the same person. Is this possible? Could this exist?
Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah. That dirtiness is what Travis is like really good with. And that's why I'm like, dude, we should have never stopped making this music. Why don't we continue and do some things? So, and plus I was going into like proper recording studios. I have this other project called Black Van with Adam Willard. I don't know if you know him.
I don't know him.
He's a drummer. He
Mm.
kind of got to start with Rocket from the Crypt
Okay.
and played with Against Me and so many bands, but he's fantastic. We were doing, and that was a more of a proper studio thing, and it sounds great. But it never really, it just it didn't, my personality didn't really shine through. So I just started recording so much shit at home and getting decent enough to where I feel like my personality was there, but the mixing technique wasn't.
Mm.
So it was just, luck that I had gotten really back in touch with Travis, and we made a record.
Yeah, man.
It's so cool. Tell me about how were you recording it? Let's nerd out. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of it. How are you making this,
Dude, it's
this racket?
So basic. Just straight through an interface, and it's in GarageBand.
Oh,
GB.
wow. There we
Nothing
go.
fancy.
Okay.
Fuck
But
yeah.
I was really enjoying, like, it sounds what I want it to sound like, and even the stock amps,
So you're going direct in and using the
going direct
plug-in amps and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and then EQing it and kind of
Mhm.
placing it. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like that. I mean, again, no knock against GarageBand, but I've heard a lot of
GarageBand
really
rules,
bad-
man.
It rules.
I've heard a lot of bad GarageBand. I think you're one of
Yeah.
the
Of course.
first, if not only one people I've heard that's like, wow, okay, it could sound good. I guess, and it makes sense. There's no reason it shouldn't sound well. I think it's more to do with most of the folks using it are really new to a recording sort
Sure.
of scenario, and so you're hearing more of their first time putting music down rather than you're hearing the quality of the interface itself, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really use, like, my studio's right off my kids' bedrooms, so I couldn't use amps at 11 o'clock at night. So I had to get good with making these, stock amps sound decent, and they sound pretty good.
Everything sounds good now.
It does.
It's like easy
It's
to,
hard to tell.
it used to be a struggle with like fucking computer stuff or whatever, but now it's not a struggle anymore. So I don't
It's
know.
great. Well, I guess
Why worry about it?
having an idea, having a sense of how music works, how instrument works, how recording works, you can basically can shape anything. It sounds like is what you're saying. It gives you enough parameters
Yeah.
to get it to work. That's great. And then are you mixing in the GarageBand setting as well, or at some point do you put it out there?
He sends me
Okay.
stems in New York, and then I'm in Pro Tools and
Okay.
I have a little studio here in Dumbo, or doing the drums, and then I'm in Pro Tools and doing
Got it.
all the kind of more whatever,
Got it. Okay, so
mixy
you're squishing
stuff.
it. You're getting compression.
Doing
you're
all
getting
the-
stuff,
doing
and
all the
the
stuff.
EQs and
Yeah.
things. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, he puts a lot of magic into it.
magic. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's okay.
but
That's making
Yeah.
sense to me now more. So yeah, so you're just sending him just wide open GarageBand takes, guitars, bass, drums, vocals. Maybe are there keys? I don't know.
just
Some in
keys.
there.
Keys in there.
Some
Yeah,
synths.
There's a lot of MIDI
Okay.
in there. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
And then
Yeah.
you get those, lay down drums to those. And again, you're recording drums in your space there with microphones and everything. You're getting a live drum.
Yeah,
sound.
yeah,
So live
real drums.
Got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, all that stuff,
And
and
building
and,
a mix with some reverb and kind of squishing
yeah,
it into
whatever.
rocks. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And I love the style that John's doing. So it's a good fit for my style of drumming, stuff like that. So it's just fun to be able to kind of do that, and I'm set up here. I do this shit, this is kind of the everyday vibe here. So it's kind of like, it's great to do it with John and like a friend and all long standing kind of rocking out like this, doing this. But it's just a good working method, because it cuts out a lot of the friction that normally goes along with like making an album. We just did an album in like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
It was just like banged it out.
And we recorded 2 songs here today,
Oh, amazing.
vocals,
Look at this.
For the next one.
and yeah,
Productive.
on to
visit.
album 2.
But you didn't
Yeah.
do this for the first one. You guys weren't in person for the first one, but now doing album 2, you're like, I'll fly in for a weekend and we can make a record, make a whole record that way.
Well, yeah, we'll start with a couple, but yeah, I think I'll fly back up and do it a little bit more properly, and bro out on gear and sounds together.
The remote way's good too, but the you know, bro down
Camaraderie of
is
hanging out.
harder remotely.
Yeah.
There's a lot more. Hey, have you seen this? Hey, have you seen this? And pulling up clips when you're in person versus the remote.
Yeah.
I just saw some clip where it was definitely like it's the death of productivity is the wait, check this out. That once that moment happens, you're half hour down the rabbit hole.
We went there today.
We've been checking it out all day long, man.
It can be beneficial though. I think it's nice to have the detours. You got to pull off the side of the road sometimes and watch some old footage of bands that just been unearthed from the interwebs, and then go, okay, back to work. Okay, shake it off. Talk to me a little bit about some of the influences and some of the things. I mean, I know for people, maybe we can play a song here at the end of the interview, so everyone kind of gets a taste of it. But tell me a little bit more about kind of what you're coming in with, and what you're sort of looking for in terms of references, or what's in your bag.
So I grew up like what's in my bag? I love it. I grew up an only kid, so I had no outside older influences. So my early influences were Headbangers Ball, 120 minutes.
Me too.
That's how I got my knowledge on music. But a lot of my influences, my favorite bands, Replacements, Fugazi, Sonic Youth, Archers of Loaf, REM. So I think all of that really kind of comes through on this record. Jawbreaker, that stuff. So
it's melodic, it's harmonic, it's songwriting, but it's also punk and it's post-punk. It's kind of coming at you a little angularly.
Yeah, and it's got the grit in it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the Albini and on the Killtaker Fugazi?
No, I think this had gone around as a bootleg prior, right?
It was a bootleg for years. Yeah, never heard it.
I heard it back then and wasn't necessarily impressed. And then hearing it then I saw that it was coming out as a proper release, and I kind of went,
yeah,
I remember
it's on
that.
Bandcamp.
I'm not, established as fathers, the free time is such a, was like, oh yeah, hold on. I'm going to take 20 minutes to listen to this. Like, Dad.
I
listened
30
to
seconds.
I give it 20 seconds, but it was fucking great.
Okay, there we go. Yeah,
I want to go back to it.
I had friends with no kids who were like, didn't you love that Beatles documentary? I'm like, which one? There's been 14 that have come out. Yeah, they're like, the one that takes like 14 working days to watch uninterrupted. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I don't have that. And again, I don't know. I think I put it on and got to the first 5 minutes. I'm smoking cigarettes, and then I was like, okay, they might play some music here. And then the kids came in, and I was like, okay, that one's
slow.
Yeah,
that's a slow film.
Slow burn. Yeah.
I would love to listen to it, but no, I'm screwed on time of stuff. And then there's something, again, not to hit the nail to find a point of a nail, but my youngest is 6, and he seems to notice when I smile in response to music, and it infuriates him. It puts him in this rage that I would not
like,
quite understand.
Dad
likes this song. This is like Cool in the Gang. I'm getting a little head bob going. The thing is like, no, he kicked me in the nuts with a soccer ball. I put on some funk music. I was like, oh, let's be outside. We'll play soccer. I'll put a little bit of music on. I had some Snoop Dogg song in my head. I'm like, well, I'm not going to play that, but I'll play the sample derivative of something. I'll put on some P-Funk, some George Clinton. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then I'm dancing and just boom, right in the nuts. I'm like, okay,
earned you a swift kick in the nuts.
Yeah, I had to go sit down for a little while. I turned the phone off and I'm like, okay, never mind. I won't do this anymore. So I'm dealing with some personal injury issues in response to music. So
my youngest is a wild child like I was, and she used to get on when she was around 4. She'd get on the arm of the couch and like stage dive into my nuts.
Oh yeah,
probably on the daily.
Mm-hmm. That's a classic.
So I know,
Dad hop on pop maneuver.
Right.
Yeah. From Steamboat Ricky to Dr. Seuss kind of thing. Yeah, taking you down. Oh my God, it's tough. Well, good on you for making the record and for doing it, despite living with tiny terrorists. We'll not get into their demands. We will we will persevere somehow through this.
Yeah,
it is good to finish stuff.
Right? Yeah. Tell me about that. I mean, I always talk about that on the podcast. That don't let perfection be the enemy of finished, or what is it? There's a better way of saying that. I forget what that goes, but yeah.
You gotta be a closer. You gotta be a closer. You can't just let it linger, because then it's like then time goes by. And
for 60 years, Heel Sound has provided innovative, professional, quality sound for stage, studio, broadcast, and podcast. Grammy-winning artists and sound engineers worldwide trust Heel microphones for their legendary sound. To find out more about the full line of Heel microphones and products, visit heelsound.com. That's HEILSOUND.com. I'm using a Heel PR40 microphone right now.
Then it gets harder and harder and harder the farther in the distance it is.
Right.
It starts getting actually painful to finish when it's farther away.
The saying is, records are never finished, they're just released.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta fucking let go of it.
Got to forfeit it. Yeah. How did you release it? Is this a self-release? What is it looking like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, yeah.
That's great. It's available on all the streamers. You doing the dance with digital
so
life, or no? You're doing Bandcamp only.
We're doing Bandcamp and then Spotify. Okay. I don't want to, but
you're shopping to the majors.
See got a few dinners with.
Have you used the sponsor of this podcast, DistroKid, and use the promo code Hyphenate to get 15% off DistroKid to get your music on all streaming platforms everywhere?
Nice plug.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it right now.
You can. I've also heard
them.
that they don't let their employees unionize, and they
they don't.
I've heard all kinds of great things about all these sponsors. So I can
biz, man. Yeah,
I'll embed it somewhere in the middle of an interview.
We're brought to you by Blue Chew.
Yeah.
That seems so much more uncomplicated, doesn't it, than ununionizing digital media streaming conglomerates? Somehow, just dick pills. Let's just sell dick pills. Just so much more politically down the line. I've done no research. I don't know how those work. Maybe those are all owned by MAGA shitheads.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Back to the music.
So the record will come out May 1st. We'll have one more single and then drop that.
Awesome.
Piece.
Okay. Well, maybe we can have this interview releasing right around that time as well. Help drive some more earballs to the Bandcamp. What is the Bandcamp? Let's shout it out. Where can people everyone buy this record? Hear this record?
It's On Le Ore, ONLEORE. 3 words at Bandcamp.
Beautiful.
And and Spotify. Yep.
It's all in there.
It's in there.
Great. Okay. Well, I'll put links to that in the show notes if anybody's looking in those directions. And I don't know. We can keep this one short. I don't know. Where else do we go? Where else do we go with the band? What's next? You're working on album number 2. Other projects happening. What else is going on?
No, just working on album 2.
I've already got a folder filled with shit.
Yeah.
I guess I should start cutting drums.
He's got to start drums on there.
Okay. So
start drumming.
So there's no shortage of ideas. You just keep sending him stuff.
He's pumping them out, man. Like there's a lot, dozens. There's dozens. I like that.
What about your new project? Can you tell me a little bit about it? So
I have a band called Nervous Action.
Yeah.
With a bunch of friends. Again, this is probably the most people I've been in a band with. There's 4 of us. It's I bought a bass 6. I did the solo band called the Randy Randall Ensemble, which was no shortage of humility on my side. But I was playing with this great group of friends, and I thought, let's turn this more into a band, because I wasn't having fun being a band leader, and there's no money. And I think I just felt perpetually guilty that I'm asking these people to come play my done songs for free all the time. Yeah. And so I was like, let's just make it more equitable and make it more of a band. Let's come up with a name and we can write these songs ourselves. Cause it just felt more honest rather than me trying to hire a bunch of friends and then them getting burned out. I could just see the cycle happening. I was like, I don't think I can be this guy with a name. And then every time you see him, it's a different band every time. And the music, I just wanted something that felt like we're all in it together. And, So we called it Nervous Action. I bought a bass 6 and
That's cool.
and just
That's
started
such a sound.
writing songs on that weird kind of not quite a bass, not quite a guitar instrument, but it's really
Yeah.
inspiring and fun to sort of work that way. And I have my friend Leslie Ashino, who used to be the drummer in this band, the Red Ants. They were a cool, like all girl punk band in the 90s. She's playing
Cool.
drums. And then my good friend Scott Cornish, who's been a front of house engineer for No Age and Angel Olsen and the Linda Lindas and a bunch of bands. He's a front of house guy. I kind of am torturing him by putting him on guitar. And
Okay.
sort of half the
Nice.
fun is just watching him, his gears grind when I give him a song. Like, I don't know. He's like, what am I supposed to play? I was like, I don't know. Figure it out. This is why it's a band. You got to write all your
Yeah.
own parts. I don't know. I could tell you what to play, but it won't sound good the way you play it, and you won't like it. So just go ahead and make something up. And whenever he does, and it's like it's great. It's it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, perfect. Don't think about it anymore. That it's done. That's the part.
Do you guys have anything out?
So
yet?
we've just been recording stuff. We don't have anything out yet. That's the hope, is to somehow do the Bandcamp, Spotify boogie of it all. But I just,
Yeah.
it just doesn't. I have so much fun making it. The release and the marketing and the letting the world know of it all just gets less and less interesting the older I get.
It is.
But like
man.
you're saying, it's you got to get it done. It's got to finish. It's got to be finished at some point.
Right.
But
Well,
I love the writing part. I love the playing live part. But the recording, I like the recording part even of it. But once it's all been recorded, then it's just like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Like I kind of
On
finished.
to the next.
I closed the circle, but I didn't release it really. So, but I think I think you're just supposed to do that. I guess you just release it yourself. I want to spend $5,000
You gotta
to
release
make
it somehow or else it doesn't count.
7 inches. Yeah. But I mean, but we come from those days where you could spend a bunch of money and make a bunch of 7 inches and like give 40 of them away and the rest of them sit in a box. That's how we used to release things.
I still have those.
Yeah.
I have all those boxes.
Me too.
Right here.
Me too.
In my attic.
all.
Yep.
But what is that? Yeah. Is paying no money and putting it on Bandcamp any better? I guess there's no money, which is the good part. I've said that before, but then people can not hear it digitally versus not hearing it physically. I don't know, right? What is it? Where does it all go? This becomes the esoteric sort of existential question. What's it all
You
about?
got to do something. There needs to
guess
at least
so.
be some action that even if it's just lobbing it out digitally and doing at least
it lives there.
Theoretically, if you've closed it, you might could do a shitty job on the marketing. No one's going to care, but at least
Right?
you have gotten it done and it's out. The real torture is if you skip that part, you do everything else, then you
But
just
you never give people a chance to not hear it.
that's sad. It hurts.
But it's funny. I've done both. I've done it both ways. I've made the thing
Of
and
course.
put it out
Me
and
too.
and it goes nowhere. And I've done the thing and I've not put it out and it still goes nowhere. I'm
Me too.
I'm 50-50 on the results. The results seem to be the same, but one's a lot less work and I don't think I'm not afraid of the embarrassment of it. No, this stuff will all come out eventually, or this stuff will go up. Maybe things go up, they don't come out.
They go up.
Maybe
Yeah.
I will put these things up somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I just don't feel the hurry or the urgency. We just played our second show. So I like that. I mean, I'd like to, if it would help, if I could justify that having the songs up would let us play more shows, let us play out more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I would do that. But what about you? So no liveness. Is the plan to maybe get
that's not out of the picture.
people, but you'd have to arrange a group of
I might have to
monkeys,
arrange
teach them all
playing
how to
some
march
shows
in
up here. We'll figure something out, when I'm not babysitting.
Right.
I would love to. I miss playing shows in New York. I played a couple shows in Nashville with my other project, and it's great. I think I was just listening to the Rick Froberg episode you did.
Oh yeah. So Rab
and you dropped. I think that was that episode. You dropped Pete Lyman.
Yeah, no, Pete from Infrasonic. He'll be on.
Yeah, dude. He mastered.
Yeah.
He mastered my other project stuff.
Isn't he great?
He's great. I met him briefly at a Melvin show.
Mm-hmm.
Super nice guy, but I thought, what a small world for,
Yeah, Pete's great.
So, did he master or mix your stuff?
So with No Age, the first record we did for Sub Pop Nouns, we recorded at Pete's studio. And so he produced, mixed, engineered all of it, and then mastered it as well. So that we worked together. I think we've do those 3 records. He's mastered everything we've done, and then he recorded the first 2 for Sub Pop, and then he's great.
He's got a hell of a resume too.
Oh my god! Yeah. Well, now he's like a big time Americana guy. He knows.
Yeah, he's in that world
guys
now
with beards and big hats,
singing about whiskey.
Something.
Yeah.
So he's doing good. Yeah, no, it's great. He's that's awesome. He did your project. What's the other project called?
It's black. It's called Black Van, but
okay,
with a Q instead of a C. And
Black Van with a V.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
No, a Q.
Black.
BL. So I'm sorry. BLAQK Van. Yeah.
Van. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I love. Isn't it great? We're at this age, and we got band names that we can't spell or we have to spell to people. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Right.
No, I have that same thing. Yeah, we're like, so wait, what's your band called? What's this? And I'm like, oh, I remember I messed up my second child's name within like the first like week of having him. It was become a family lore. His name's Anyway, I just got his name wrong. We were just like, hey, what's the baby's name? I want to meet the baby, and I just said the wrong name. And my wife just kind of looked at me like, what is it? I was like, I haven't slept. I still haven't slept since then. It's been 6 years I haven't slept, so I still mess up things all the time.
I know the feeling, man.
I mess up my own name. Do you ever get that? You get that at Starbucks or somewhere where they're asking for your name, and you're like, I said it, and they look at you, they give you that extra look, and you're like, maybe I just said the wrong name. Fuck. What is my name? Maybe I mumbled.
I forget my age. I don't know how old I am. I forgot that.
Yeah. I forget that one too.
These are all constructs. I feel like, I'm slowly. This podcast is definitely documenting my slow mental decline. It's like, this is where the story is good. Where he doesn't remember his name anymore. It comes up in 2026. We can pinpoint it. But doing all the fun stuff. I like where do you like to play in Nashville, or where do you
in
like
New
to
York?
see shows? New York, Nashville, both. Yeah, I'm curious what's looking good.
The Brooklyn Bowl
Where's
a lot in Nashville.
In Nashville? Okay.
Yeah. For the bands I like.
I did a sideman gig with my friend Leo Romero. He was opening for Langhorne Slim, but this was like very early in the pandemic. I think but that venue was fun. But it was very quiet, folky stuff, and people were like, splitting. What do you call it? I don't know. Splitting the 10 pin. That you could hear.
You could hear the pins drop.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a weird thing. Brooklyn Bowl here in Brooklyn, that always kind of weirds me out.
Same. Yeah.
It's like,
right.
Yeah.
You got a kind of a loud rock band in those settings. It helps.
It's got to be loud.
Yeah. The Ryman's a great place for bigger shows. I just saw the Yeah Yeah Yeahs over the summer there, kind of doing like a stripped down set with it was like acoustic with some strings. It was beautiful. That
sounds nice. That's probably a good place to do it.
Yeah. It was awesome, man. And they were just amazing. They've always been amazing. But to see them in that setting, in that stripped down vibe was really cool. Honestly, dude, I don't get out a lot like I used to.
Yeah. I know.
I just don't have time to go see shows. I have to really like the band to go to see a show now.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you. I'm with you. It's harder and harder to use those Thursdays. You're like, I want to stay out till like 1 or 2 in the morning on a Thursday. That sounds fun.
I get scared by that.
Yeah.
I get scared. Like, what if I can't do it? What if I, have to use the bathroom and there's not one available? What am I going to do? I'm like, I need to stay home.
Yeah. I end up paying the price. That's I'll chance it when needed. You know what I mean? Like, okay, going out. You got the kids, babe. I'm going out. Just see what happens. When I get back.
I never regret it when I finally do, because it's what it's all about. It's what it's all about, and it's really all about other people. But it's just now that technology or whatever has gotten to this point where we could even do this kind of a thing so easily and seamlessly. It's like you can get rid of this, could do a creative band project without any of this shit. Like there hasn't been one band practice. There hasn't been one
fight
load in.
Yeah.
There's none of that. No problem.
That's
and it's really because of it's very 2020s. There's lots of projects I've done in recent years where it's similar shit like that happens. It's just kind of common. It's, and all different genres and all the different bands, people you wouldn't expect. People do this.
It's
Remote
incredible.
rock.
Remote rock. I like that. That's a good genre title. Yeah. No, I enjoy the burning the songs in through bad shows. I feel like there's something that does something to the song after, if you track after playing it, 10 times to varying sizes of audiences or no audiences, but you still, by the end of it, the questionable, like, how many times do we do this? Do we all look at each other before the change happens, and we do the big, all of those questions just get ironed out, but through live repetition. I guess my feeling is always usually for the better. It just sort of takes its more natural form, but we didn't do that with Nervous Action. We wrote the songs and straight in there, and it's all awkwards and asses and elbows. Like, okay, you're gonna count. It's a 3.5, and then we go into the part and the thing, and then, but you got to take a breath on that one on the third measure. Don't forget that.
Yeah,
that stuff usually goes away after the 5th show. Like, don't worry about it. Just play this. We're just
for sure.
Just fucking yeah, yeah.
It's hard to do though. Yeah, I think I've been on the other end of that too, where you write a song and record it within like the week of writing it, and then that's what's documented and that's what's out online now, and everyone can hear that version of the song. The awkward, stiff rhythm you just played, and then you play it for 6 months or 6 years or whatever, and then
gets better.
The song becomes much looser or becomes tighter, but in a organic kind of way, that
in a loosey way. Yeah,
right. Is that funny? Yeah, it's an agreed upon.
Yeah, so many records we love are like that.
Yeah,
so many records we love are like that. Every whatever.
It's putting an almost an unrealistic,
it's
putting an unrealistic expectation to like, well, I want to tour this like batch of songs for 6 years, and then I want to record it.
Yeah.
Like that's a classic. Setting yourself up to fail. Better just get it recorded.
Yeah.
No Age did
get it done.
We did a run up the West Coast to probably 15 shows before recording a record. And I think it helped. We kind of did it very intentionally. So like, okay, this is, we were feeling ourselves at that point. That was considered a luxury of us. Like, hey, we want to go, we want to track next month, but before we do that, let's go play a bunch of shows. And it helped, at least for what we're trying to do. I think everything's kind of with its own, own merit to it. So I would, I would love to see how this comes out live, I guess is the long way about saying it.
Yeah. It's going to happen. I think so. Cool. I think it will. Awesome. One-offs.
Well, I'm glad we got to document this part of it. And then, we can come back 5 years from now when you're touring with a 15-piece orchestra. You're like Bell and Sebastian. Yeah. You have a trombone.
Stripped down at the Ryman. Yeah.
You could say, okay, we heard it here first when it was all just a 2-man project.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're the king of the 2-man project.
Yeah, man.
Been doing it for a long time. We make a lot of racket for 2 people. That was always my
Coke King.
Was the Coke King. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
the Cocaine Cowboy. The Coke King. Wait, it doesn't sound right.
When you first started and you told people you were a 2-piece, were you like, oh, like the white stripes? Yeah.
No, like the brown stripes.
Yeah. Or
that was my hope to sound exactly like the White Stripes. That's what I always tell everybody.
Right. Yeah.
No.
Thanks, White Stripes.
No, I feel like we were definitely influenced by more like a lightning bolt, kind of artsy. Like, why not do it 2 people?
Totally. Yeah.
That didn't go over. No one knew what the fuck I was talking about. And so I just had to go. We're just fans of Phil Collins. Like the singing drummer guy. When you do that, you ever heard of Phil Collins song? Like, oh, like I'm like, we're kind of into that. It's sort of like Phil Collins with like another guy. Like,
a lot of noise.
Yeah. 2 is so much simpler than 3 or more. So like 2 is good.
That's kind of how it came about. Yeah, we had a band with 3 people before No Age, and then the one guy we kicked out of the band, and then we refigured it into, we created a new band out of the ashes of that. Because it was even the kind of thing that, in our young ages of 20 or early 20s, it's like Dean would write with the drummer or I would write with the drummer, but Dean, who played bass and sang, and I, who played guitar and sang, never wrote together. So it's like we were each writing we were doing a 2-man kind of co-write, and the other person would have to jump on that other person's song. So once the drummer was out of the band, then he and I were just sitting there with each other like, oh, we should write songs together, which felt funny to say to a bandmate you've been in a band with, for 5 years or whatever it was at that point, but we were like,
Sure.
So we started writing stuff, and it sounded very different. It sounded different than what the other band before sounded like. So we're like, oh, it's called a new name, and change it all up. And I liked,
Cool.
I just like the 2 people. Yeah, again,
Yeah.
right? I mean, simplicity. Just get it done. It seemed-
Yeah.
And then you became the co-kings of the 2-man band.
Yes. The pronunciation is it's really hard here.
The co-kings.
We're kind of like co-king bears. You know what I mean? Because we were big and hairy, and we were both co-ing, sharing the throne.
Yeah.
King bears.
Yeah. No, it's been fun. But my hope was always to make a lot of sound that didn't sound just like 2 people on stage. You'd hear 6 people, 6 different instruments happening all at the same time. And then you look up and you go, oh, wait, there's just 2 of them up there. How's that happening? I think the first thing we did is we each bought 4-channel Behringer mixers because we saw that was like a noise guy thing to have because we played with a lot of noise bands. And thought, okay, we should both have mixers. That's going to help us do something different. And it kind of did in a way where we used that as an instrument in that kind of way where whatever we had was like we had 3 other channels each. So we were always trying so just the fact that there was a lane there, like we'll plug something else in there, plug in like a noise synth or a sampler or some other pedal or plug something else in there. So we were always just kind of like putting more sounds. It invited more complication. So, and it felt like that sort of made the simplified guitar and drum parts sort of palatable or almost intentional. Like they were very simple, but all the other shit going on made it feel a little bit more complicated. Yeah.
Sure. Did you tour with Sonic Youth? Did I read that?
We only played one song. We only played one show with them. We played at the Hollywood Bowl when we opened the show. Then Sonic Youth played, and then Pavement played. I think that was the Pavement first reunion thing. So we've only played
what a show
once with them, but I feel like we've played other festivals. It was a crazy show. Yeah, I mean that's still a thing that people in LA will come up and like, I saw you at the Hollywood Bowl. I'm like, yeah, I know. We went on at like 4 o'clock. It was still daylight.
2 o'clock.
You remember that? Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. It never got any better than that. No, it was good. It was fun. No, but we did do, I think that was kind of the end of, I think we did 6 shows opening for Pavement on that reunion tour.
Cool.
So that was kind of the culmination. That was the end of that. And that's right around the second Sub Pop record we did. That sort of, yeah. Everything was coming up Millhouse at that point in our life.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, no, the Sonic Youth, I was a big fan of Sonic Youth. They were a big influence.
I figured
I did that way.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody in the post Nirvana world who sounded slightly noisy has something to attribute to the Sonic Youth world of stuff.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. What about you? Have you done any crazy tours? Any crazy shows?
No, man. No. Just, I mean, weekend. No.
Sorry. I set you up for that one.
I've done my share.
You should have just made something up. Yeah.
I don't make shit up.
Johnny
I'm
Cash.
not going to blow smoke in it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we played a couple festivals, my older band, but I mean, nothing, no touring extensively. I just couldn't really ever make rent if I did that kind of thing, and so we just played a lot of New York shows,
which is great.
It's great.
Where would you play in New York?
We would play the Echelon. It's in Bushwick, Echelon. The Glass Door. Mercury Lounge. We played. Everywhere, man.
Yeah, all the spots.
All the spots.
Yeah, we fell in with this guy named Todd P, who was doing a lot of like DIY sort of underground spots in the Brooklyn area in those early aughts days. And he would just kind of find a basement of like a laundromat or something and be like, cool, we can put a show on here. And he charged $5 at the door. And so we did a lot of those shows.
That was an amazing time for that kind of thing.
It was a cool time.
It was fun.
The aughts and all those DIY spaces in Brooklyn. It was wild.
Yeah. Glasslands. What was that one? And Death by Audio.
Death by Audio was
block
incredible.
was crazy. Yeah.
Market Hotel was crazy.
Oh, right. Market
Shea
Hotel was
Stadium.
fun.
Shea Stadium.
Right.
They were all. It was a beautiful thing, man. There's still stuff, that's like that. But there was that moment that we're talking about. It was a bit of a heyday for that.
It was like 2007 through 11 era.
It was
really
us.
cool.
Yeah. We were doing it. Yeah, it's funny you talk about like you were in Bushwick. We had a friend who had a wood shop in a building in Bushwick, and then his buddy, his co-owner of the wood shop, had like a living space above it, and our friend lived there. And we would just crash out. We'd like leave our gear in the wood shop, and it would just get covered with wood dust. In between, and I had like a head, and I'd borrow just whatever cabs, and Dean had like a kick drum or something, or a snare and cymbals. We would just stash them there so we could fly into New York and play shows. But it was so much fun. Cool. It was right over where like all the trash trucks collect at the end of the night.
Sanitation,
that sanitation yard, that's in Bushwick, right? I don't know. It's probably all like $1 million condos.
There's a lot of them, but
there was like some kind of sanitation collection zone right there, and the building was right around the corner from that. So we just heard the trucks just pulling in and all night long. It was so much fun, though. It was a great time.
It was a great era
to be able to fly in. Yeah, because we'd get tickets for like $200 each. So then if we made $400 playing, 2 or 3 shows, we could justify the flight out there. So we just kind of kept doing that for those early years, and it was fun. I think we did like a Vice, like practice space show. They thought we were a New York band, and we didn't tell them we weren't, because we were there every other month. Playing 2 or 3 shows every few months, and so we're like, come down to our practice space. It's at this wood shop. But it's just like one snare drum and one guitar head. But we weren't going to tell them no. We're like, sure, this was that time. Somebody watched whatever VBS.com was. It was fun. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, I hope the recording goes well. This is everyone should go to the Bandcamp page. Give me the link again.
It's On Le Ore at Bandcamp.
Awesome.
And then Instagram On Le Ore, and that's it, man. Spotify too. on.le.ore. Do you have to put the apostrophe over the E? Is this like a Husker Du umlaut? No, it comes in. Yeah. If it felt like a little homage. Yeah. But yeah, I don't have to, but I do.
It's great. No, I'm not saying you. I meant people looking for
you. No,
make sure
you
they
don't
can find you. Okay.
No.
Got it. And then is the Bandcamp live now?
It is.
Isn't that fun? Okay, I got you.
You see it?
No, I don't have it. Wait. Eleanor, no.
No.
Lenore indefensible. No, I'm getting French stuff. On Le Ore Bandcamp. What else do I write on there? Is it dots? Should I put dots in? Maybe I'll find
I don't think so. No, no dots.
Is it linked from your Instagram? I see the Van City link.
Here, I'm looking it up myself.
That's fine.
Not coming up for you?
I don't think so, but
this is outrageous. This is the most basic thing.
Let me go here.
It's coming up for me.
Black
Van.
There you go.
Right here.
Okay, Voodoo City. Okay, well, I will find it. Voodoo City Spotify. Voodoo City Bandcamp blackvan.bandcamp.com. That's what I'm saying. Prances you don't have it linked in your Instagram. That's okay.
It's linked up in the Insta. Is it not?
In the links?
Okay. Yeah. It should be in the links.
I got blackvan.bandcamp. I got blackvan.bandcamp. Spotify.
That's it. It's under the Black Van. But yeah.
Okay, I'm following now.
But it'll take you to On Le Ore. There you go. You just followed me.
There we go. Yep, I'm in. I'm doing it real time. Awesome.
All right, cool.
Very cool. And then what are you taking these photos? Where are you finding these? Are these sourced photos?
Yeah.
Or you're taking
some. Yeah, most of it's stuff I took over the years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. And do you do visual art? Do you do graphic design? Where does all of this come from? This just self-trained. It looks great. No, I mean, it looks like a Scorsese film or something,
Thank you. Like I said, man, during COVID, this is what I did all day when I wasn't homeschooling or helping with online school. You know,
that's great. Feels like you came up with something. I mean, it's a defined 70s Kodachrome sort of vibe,
exactly.
Right. And is there AI involved in this or no? This is something this is not an AI.
There's no AI in this.
Beautiful. Good on you, man.
Thanks, dude.
I like it. All right, everybody, go follow them. Go buy the record, and then when it's live, when they're rocking the Ryman, strip down. Go get tickets.
Strip down.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, John. Thanks, Travis.
Right,
I appreciate
man.
it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Randy.
Thanks. Bye. There you go. There was Jon and Travis of On Le Ore. Such a fun conversation, getting loose as a goose as it was going. Go find them on Instagram, just like I found them, On Le Ore, on.le.ore. And then you can also find them on the streamers. They're there on Spotify's new single, Decapitated Love, just came out. They also got a Bandcamp happening on ONLEORE, all one word there, ONLEORE.bandcamp.com. Music is out. It's up there. Maybe they'll play live and then you can go see them. Maybe they'll let us know once they play live. But yeah, I think you might dig it. So thanks, Jon and Travis, for coming on. I appreciate it. It was fun chatting. It's fun talking shit. Everybody, go support live music. Go support independent arts. Go support creative people. Just, again, this summer we'll institute or give anybody holding a guitar case $20 program, right? I think we still need it. I don't think the world has changed or gotten that much better since the pandemic when we first started this podcast. And the creatives, the weirdos, the artsy ones, they could use all the help. If you're in a position to help, go buy a t-shirt, buy a record, buy stuff directly on Bandcamp. It does help. It helps a lot. And especially for, new bands and, and tell your friends. Word of mouth helps too. Go buy tickets to see shows. All right. You can't make it to everything, but that doesn't mean you can't make it to nothing. Pick that one or two weird weekends you really got nothing to do. That Sunday night when, nothing else going on. Go down to your local all ages DIY art space and just see what's going on. Give them $5, give them $10, whatever's at the door, and just go see something new. Go trip out. Maybe it's cool, maybe it's not. I don't know. Noise shows are always fun for just contemplating your belly button, sitting around, just letting your mind wander while someone twiddles knobs or blows your eardrums out. It's still nice. It's a form of therapy, I think. It's kind of like the EMDR thing, you just have your brain occupied with some other kind of noise things while, you can just sort of unravel your thoughts of the day and your stress sitting on a cold cement floor while your butt hurts. Think about how much your butt hurts while listening to loud, weird music with strangers in the dark in dirty warehouses. I spent a lot of time doing that in my life. And I don't know. Seems to always kind of set me straight. That serves as like that sort of brain shower. I like it. Go try it or go do it again. If you're already doing it, tell me where the cool shows are. You can write me hyphenatehalftime@gmail.com. Find me on the internet at Randy S. Randall. And let me know what good cold cement floors and dirty warehouses I should be sitting on because I want to know. All right. Bye.
And sometimes it's like liberating to have a band project be more of a one person's thing. It's not a democracy.